To be able to use Jacko to her full potential, you need to incorporate the use of servants in your game plan. Servants are primarily used in two ways. We will go over each of them in detail using the techniques used by pro players in actual real matches. The first way to use them is as a projectile or as a puppet character that you can control from a distance. To use a servant as a projectile is simple. You summon the servant and then use the servant shoot command to shoot it as a projectile towards the enemy. Good thing is that it gets set up there and then you can use it as a puppet character onwards. In the second use case scenario, we directly throw it at the enemy, setting up our offense and then using the attack commands of the servants to hit the enemy from a distance. In this example, we see how Nemo uses it from a full screen distance, throwing it directly as a projectile, countering the moves of Nagoriyuki and finishing him off. In the second example, we see how Nemo, after the wall break, put pressure on their enemy by throwing a servant at Nagoriyuki and using the heavy version of Cheer Servant on Super Drive move, which makes the servant gauge recover quickly, keeps on attacking Nagoriyuki, chipping away his health, all from a distance, before finishing him off. Now in this example, BNBBN summons the servant and throws it directly at her enemy who is in the air and performs an anti-air attack by hitting the enemy first directly with the servant and then using the attack command. This example, BNBBN uses Psych Burst to first throw off the enemy at full screen, returning the fight back to neutral, summoning the servant, and then kicking the servant, hitting Ramlethal who was trying to attack her from the air. Now, one of the ways you can ensure full screen distance is using a combo like crouching kick into crouching dust and then using the servant shoot special move. This puts enemy at full screen, performing a soft knockdown. What you can do afterwards is summon the servant, kick it towards the enemy and then perform your offense from the distance. Here Nemo performs a kick into crouching dust followed up with servant shoot special move. This puts Leo at full screen, after which Nemo throws a servant at him, then use the heavy version of servant cheer on the overdrive move and then starts performing the offense from a distance as we discussed in the previous examples. Similarly here he uses the same starter, standing kick into crouching kick into the servant shoot special move and then summoning the servant afterwards, commanding the servant to do an attack command while Jacko run towards the enemy to further put some pressure on them. Now here Nemo uses a jump starter resulting in a counter, followed up with close slash into crouching heavy slash and then the servant shoot special move. This puts Nagoriyuki at a distance from where she can start her mobile offense again using her servants. She throws two servants and then starts running towards Nagoriyuki to further pressure him. Now the second use of servants involves setting up the servants after performing a combo that results in a hard knockdown. The most common method used by pro players as I've seen is the use of standing kick or crouching kick into crouching dust and then using the summon servant command. Here we see how SonicFox does the same on their enemy. Second way is to throw the enemy resulting in a hard knockdown and then set up the servant. Here we see this technique in action by SonicFox. The idea of setting up servant in this way is to use the servants during your combos to extend them in some of the most creative ways possible. As an example, we throw the servant over the enemy and start our combo using close slash into heavy slash, and then as the enemy nears the thrown servant, you order the servant to do an attack move from where you can further extend your combo. Now there is another way to set up the servant behind the enemy, and that is after knocking down the enemy, cancel it into a summon servant command, example from a crouching dust, and then as the enemy is rising up, you attack the servant and it will get placed behind the enemy. Here Fenritti uses a similar technique to throw the servant behind the aerial soul bad guy player, starting their offense using a far slash into heavy slash and then ordering the servant to attack, which pushes soul player back towards Fenritti, where they continue using close slash into crouching heavy slash and then ending the combo by ordering the servant to use the attack command again. Here is a demonstration of the same combo in slow motion, which I tried in the training mode. Now this example is one of the creative ways used by SonicFox. He sets up the servant after a knockdown, performs a cross-up, orders the servant to attack, while himself performing a close slash into crouching heavy slash into a super, and wins the round. Similar cross-up combo is performed by BNBBN in this example, also ending in a super move. Here again BBN performs a cross-up combo using a similar technique. In this example, BNBBN again summons the servant after the knockdown, mixing the stuff up with red Roman cancels, pushing their enemy towards the wall, kicking the servant many times during the process, and eventually breaking the wall and winning the round. Here is an example of an other wall combo performed by Fenritti, which starts off with standing kick into crouching kick into servant shoot and then a red Roman cancel, then summoning the servant, performing a close slash, then again kicking the servant and ending the combo with a standing dust attack. I tried doing a similar combo in the practice mode, which you can watch here in slow motion. Here we see a counter at the start of the round, after which SonicFox summons up a servant and then starts a combo as soon as their enemy lands, using a crouching kick into crouching dust to servant attack command, then finishing off with a close slash into a crouching heavy slash. This example we see how Fenritti baits out a psych bust from Soul player, continues into a close slash into a crouching slash into summon servant, and then using the power of the servant kicking the servant several times, resulting in a huge damage combo. Now one of the main ways to open up your opponent is using an aerial move such as a jump heavy slash, which is an overhead into a low crouching kick, then summoning up a servant in case of Jacko. The other way is to not use the jump heavy, confuse your opponent and go directly into crouching kick into crouching dust and then summoning the servant. Here we see that mix-up technique in action by SonicFox. First uses a jump heavy slash into crouching kick into crouching dust, summoning a servant at the end, then again doing an air dash directly into a crouching kick, this time into crouching dust and then summoning the servant again. Of this puts a lot of pressure on the enemy, which SonicFox is able to open their enemy by then using a close slash into crouching heavy slash into a super special move. In neutral, Jacko has a few options like standing slash on ground, forward heavy slash for controlling the aerial space, and also her standing kick attack, which has quite a bit range. See the use of these moves in tiny bits by SonicFox and Fenritti. Lastly, we have jump dust attack, which is an aerial projectile. Now it has two different trajectories depending on whether you do it from a normal or a double jump. In the examples we see the use of jump dust attack, these players mostly ending the round, and also creatively to do the counter zoning using this jump dust attack. That was it for today's video. If you like my content, be sure to subscribe to the channel, leave your like and the feedback in the comments section. Till next time, it is Mini Ninja signing out.